let's make a dress for Christmas because nothing fits me anymore. So I was thinking to sew something for Christmas, and I didn't know if I should make my own pattern. I wasn't sure about the bump, if it was going to turn out okay or not. And I thought it could be fun to have a look at my vintage magazines, my grandma's pattern magazines, and I found this one that has a few patterns for my maternity dresses and maternity stuff. So I'm going to make this dress. It's a short sleeve with a wrap neckline, and then it's underneath the knee. So I think it's cute. I know it's a short sleeve, but I live in Tenerife, so I'll be okay. And I have this fabric, I have forgotten about it. It's a sort of eyelet, and it's really nice, and it has this velvety feeling, and I'm not sure what it is. It must be something, I don't know, something polyestery or something, so I think it's going to look nice. The magazine is called Neue, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Mode, and it's German, even though the cover it's in Spanish. Then everything it's in German, and it brings a few pages with the instructions. Very short way to explain, of course, as always, and it tells you that it's a sort of zigzag you have to follow for this pattern to find it. So let's try and find it. I'm afraid of it already, because you know, this is all it brings. So I have to look for pattern 60, 61, 62 and 63 with a sort of zigzag stitch. So let's see. Oh, they're all here. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's fine then. Well, as always, if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, giving it a like or a don't like, and commenting about the techniques and whether you like how I did it or not. And one thing, a little tip, is that I helped myself with ChatGPT to find the pattern, because I hadn't realized about the number of the patterns, so I put a picture of the zigzag and a picture of the pattern, and he told me what to do. So that was really useful as well. Oh my goodness, you can barely see the thing. I always say the same. I was quite willing to do this because it's been a long time since I've sewn a pattern magazine, but gosh, such a job. By the time you finish finding the pattern and cutting and all that, okay, it looks like that. This is back. Okay, vale. Bueno. So this is going to be, I think it's big. I think it's too big for me, but well, let's see. And a few modifications is that I'm going to do it as a whole, because they give it to you. Of course, the front has to be parted, but the back doesn't have to. You don't need a seam on your back. So I'm going to do it as straight as I can, because I have enough fabric. The same as the skirt. The skirt, they tell you you can do it in two pieces each, the front and back. I don't think I need to do that. I have enough fabric to do it in one. So let's start following the instructions and pray for the best. And I'm going to thread my machine in a chocolatey brown and use a 9014 needle to see how it goes, and a long stitch. I always sew in a long stitch. So the first thing is to close the back seam, which I don't have to do because I changed the pattern and did it in one piece. And then it says about the darts, to close the darts and to close the side seam. So let's start for that. So I have this done. I'm not going to bother in making a lot of zigzag stitches or anything on the inside because I'm going to modify it once the bump's gone. So that's the good thing about sewing, that you can change things around. And one tip for the darts is that the darts need to go away from your face, so sew them down to the bottom. I did this, but I have no idea what they're asking me to do or how to do it. And it has the skirt doesn't go straight to the top, to the bodice, but it has a sort of double hem before that. But they don't tell you, so I'm going to do that and see how I do, because I can't really do much. Don't ask me to do much. Then they don't tell you anything about the sleeves, how to hem them or anything. It's just, instructions. Following pattern instructions is nerve-breaking. It's just the worst. So here it is. I made the last seams, and instructions, as always, they are the problem. They don't say anything about how to hem the sleeves or the bottom hem of the skirt, so I just did it how I thought the one on the picture looks, and that's it really. Pattern magazines are really, they have to put lots of information in only 2 paragraphs, so it's quite confusing and it's really difficult to follow. So let's see how it looks. So here's the final result. Because it's quite brown and plain, I added a necklace just to a pop of color, and but it's comfortable for this last month of bump I have, because it's all loose, and I don't mind that in the future I have the chance to change it, so it will be just to cut here or to add something. I'll see what I'll do, but it's good for the last month I have left. So let's enjoy it with a bit of color, with a big necklace or big earrings, and that's it. If you like this kind of content, as always, consider subscribing, and that way I'll see you around. Bye.